Is it possible to be extravagant in 2021 with a starting budget of nothing? Let's find out. Hey there, and welcome back. Today, I am in Hartford, Connecticut. I just stayed 3 nights over here because I really needed to catch up on editing vlogs. That, and I needed to situate myself for the road ahead. You see, tonight, after our dash, we're gonna be headed to New York City. Guys, this has been the ultimate destination all along. But I want to assure you that the journey is far from over because I have a whole stretch of land to cover before heading back to California. Okay, let me get you straight away into our account details. After staying in that Motel 6 for 3 nights, giving money away to Steven's family, as well as Isabella and Titi, I am up to a whopping $166.69. Hey, that's money in our account and we can sure use it. It's not much, but it's gonna cover my Airbnb for the next 3 nights. Well, are you guys ready for this? Because I am. Oh yeah, and do you remember that red bag of food that I received in Indiana? Yeah, it's still here in the back of my car. I still have no idea who this is from, but thank you. Anyhow, it's taking up a little bit of space in my tiny car, so we really need to look to give this away. What does that mean for me? I think it just means that I need to slow down. Janelle tells me sometimes that I've got to slow down. And so today, if I see some people in need on the streets, I'm gonna see if they can use my canned and dry foods. That should be fun, right? Let's take a look at the map of Hartford, Connecticut. I am not currently in the center of town. I am in what they call the Bristol and Plainville area. So we're gonna go ahead and start here. We might make our way to the center of town, but hey, New York is our destination ultimately this evening. So we're gonna start now. It's currently 10:27 a.m. and we'll go to, I'm hoping maybe around 8 or so that I have enough time to drive to New York. What do you think our goal should be, guys? I'm thinking $150. And how about I give 30% of my earnings away at the end of the day? Yeah, that sounds good. All right, let's go. First order, McDonald's, $5 at 3.5 miles. I'm not gonna do this one right now because I remember someone sitting in front of the Motel 6 that I could give my food to. There he is. Let's see if he could use some food. Good to see you, man. I wanted to ask you if you could use some food.
Yeah.
This is some dry food. It was given to me in Indiana.
Right.
And the person just told me to give it away, so I wanted to see if you could make good use of that.
I got peanut butter I can put on there.
All right, perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah. $6.14 at 11.9 miles. Chipotle, $6 at 1.7 miles. Yes, sir. Acceptable orders are Chipotle orders. I'm gonna have to get out of here after this
Take me away, take me now,
it got wet out there. And guys, the orders on the west side of Hartford take you out to the boonies, like a whole lot. And that is something that Google Maps really needs to work on out here. All of you guys that dash here on the East Coast, turn off Google Maps. Just turn it off because it's no good here. For those last 4 deliveries, that GPS took me all over the place. So I highly advise that you use Apple out here because it's more reliable. All right, I don't know what my hourly is quite yet because I'm still logged in, but I will give you a report on this. Mid-session update. Other than what I told you just a little bit ago, there's not really much to report other than the people are relatively friendly over here and the orders are getting slightly better. Now this ain't California, so we're not getting that good, but for the East Coast I don't think we're doing too bad. In fact, I would say that we're doing quite a bit better than Providence. Altogether, we have made $55.79 in 3.7 hours, which equates to $15.08 per hour. Thank you, Hartford. Now, how about you rain it down on me now? Well, we just got kicked out of our zone because, well, it's not busy here anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and travel to the center of Hartford. This is the place that you guys are probably most interested in. So let's go. Now, my order got canceled due to the restaurant not having the order, like at all. Hey, that's not gonna slow us down. Hartford! Have a heart. Please. For the love of God. Hartford, Connecticut. You are not my friend. I tried real hard to be affectionate and loving to you, but you stabbed me right in the heart. Now, this might not make sense right now, but I assure you it will in just a little bit. You ready for what I'm about to say? Okay, here it is. Sometimes you name places as they are. Other times you name places by faith. For instance, if Richmond, Virginia was rich and on top of a mountain, it would actually make sense to name it Richmond. Just like it would make sense to call Providence, Rhode Island a providential place, because there's a lot of provision. Guys, what I've noticed about these last couple of places, Providence, Rhode Island, and Hartford, Connecticut, is that these two cities were named by faith. Because if we were going to name these cities as they were, via DoorDash deliveries, Providence would not be Providence, it would be poverty. And Hartford, Connecticut wouldn't be Hartford. It would be heartless. You see, guys, sometimes you gotta speak some truth into your cities to see the manifestation of what you're actually talking about. I can only imagine the founders of Providence, Rhode Island, down on their knees saying, God, would you please provide in this desolate place? Okay, I'm not sure if that makes sense, but that's my little rant for this place. One other thing I'd like to note about Hartford, Connecticut before we move on to my hourly is that 50% of the restaurants tempt you to cancel the order because they take a long time. I could swear that every restaurant here is on Indian time. For that last pizza order, I clicked accept and I got a notification telling me that it was done already. So I get there and it's not done. The guy tells me to wait another 10 minutes. But that was actually considered one of the better orders. I'd say about 75% of the others, I waited an average of 20 minutes or so. East Coasters, how do you survive on DoorDash out here? Anyhow, let's get down to the numbers. I made $93.70 in 7.5 hours. You know how much that is? That's $12.49 per hour. I am definitely not taking much for my account on this one. But hey, that's fine. We still have money to give away. On that note, I'll see you soon. All right, it is time for our giveaway. Again, I made $93.70. I calculated 30% of that, and that equates to $28.11. Not a grand amount, but still worth giving. We're gonna give that away to someone in need right now.
Hi.
Hey, Nora. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
I like your hair.
Yeah, it's a little wild. I went swimming.
So I met Nora in ministry school in Redding, California. Say hi.
Hi.
I saw Nora's post recently on Facebook, and it wasn't a good one. I saw a yellow car. I think you were standing outside of it, and it didn't look too good.
No, I got T-boned by a woman that's wanted in New Mexico.
What?
So then she took off on foot after, right when it happened. A 10-year-old kid took a picture of her. My car called the cops. And the cops came, and they confirmed that the car was hers, but when I called the insurance, they're saying the car wasn't hers, and now I have to wait for the adjuster to come back on the 14th. So, but I DoorDash, and so it's really hard because I needed to pay rent because I have an apartment that's right across the street from my new internship. Yeah, it was just kind of interesting that happened. I actually went to New Mexico to fix the car because it's really hard to register cars in California, and a deer jumped out and hit it, and just some cosmetic things need to be fixed, and there's no junkyards in Redding, and there's tons of junkyards back home, and I had found one for only $150 for both a bumper and a light, and then on a DoorDash, that lady hit me.
Oh no. Okay, so
Yeah.
if you guys don't know DoorDash too much, which you should if you're watching this video, man, our cars are our income. You ruin those things and we're basically done for. So how are you getting by?
Well, I borrowed cars from people, but because they're they're really nice cars, but it's harder to DoorDash in them. There's certain kinds of DoorDashing you can't do. So my parents, they were gonna give me their van, and then it stalled out in the middle of the road. So my friend, that's why I'm in Texas. My friend said I could buy her car from her. So.
Well, I hope this little bit that I can give you can help you. I recently dashed, it was Providence and then Hartford, Connecticut. I made $93.70. It's actually one of my lower earnings for a day because Hartford, Connecticut was really, really frugal. I made $93.70. I calculated 30% of that, and that equates to $28.11. Now, I have a friend in Texas that gave me some money to give away as well. He was a very generous donor, and he wanted to partner with me. And so I decided from the moment that he gave me that money that I would double the amount that I gave to all of my recipients. So today, I want to give you $56.22.
Oh, thank you so much. That's really nice of you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It'll help put some gas in my tank so I can DoorDash it. I'm gonna DoorDash here in Dallas. So.
Dallas is actually a really good place. Have you DoorDashed there before?
No, well, it's gonna be more in Fort Worth. Actually, I've made the most money compared to San Francisco, San Bernardino, Chandler, Arizona, and Albuquerque. I made the most money in Redding. Redding has been my most lucrative.
That is what I've been telling people. Redding, Chico, and Scottsdale, Arizona are some of the best places to dash. If you can make your way to Austin, I definitely would say go for it.
No, my plan's to head back after I dash here for enough money for rent. And then I'm going to go, I'm 5 days late already. And so I'm going to go back to New Mexico and then dash there for enough money to go back to California. And then I'll be dashing to, I have a really good internship at BCA, and so then I'll be dashing for tuition.
So what field are you getting yourself into?
Directing and new media.
Wow.
So Kendall Bryant, yeah. I'm interested in writing and directing.
Okay, so just to be clear, your needs are, number one, obviously you need to DoorDash again. You need some funds to get you back on the road. And number two, actually there's three things. Number two would be to pay for tuition. And then the last thing is your rent.
Rent. Actually, first thing would be my rent, because the place that I'm staying is across the street from my internship. So I don't want to lose it, and I'm already 5 days late on rent. I have a few months to go for tuition, so
Yeah.
probably rent first.
All right, well, let's get
All
that
my stuff
handled.
is in their house still.
I'm going to send that money your way pretty soon here. So Nora, if you had one word of wisdom that you could give my viewers today, what would it be?
It would be no matter what, no matter who says what, no matter how you feel, no matter anything, always go to Jesus. Don't ever be afraid. Even if you're in doubt, do it anyway. Just go to him. He paid everything just for you to go to him. So no matter what, no matter if there's shame or, even if you think you've done the worst thing ever, just go to him. He'll hear you, and he'll comfort you, and he just longs to be with you no matter what. Your sins don't affect him.
Amen. That's a good word.
Take me